Welcome back to the ASI2 support series. My name is Aquila-Holewka, and in this video we're going to be looking at the enhanced price change process in the WPC form. The first step of the price change process is to cycle count. On the day the prices take effect, which is Monday for SRP changes, we're going to be using SRP changes as the example in this video. You're going to cycle count all the products that you need to change the price of. So, for SRP changes, go into the product assortment and print a copy of the SRP change report. Cycle count all the items with price changes. The next step is on Tuesday, print out a copy of the WPC or Weekly Price Change Summary Report from Seven Reports, and a copy of the Weekly Price Change Summary from the product assortment screen. These are the two reports you should be looking at. This is the WPC from Summer Reports, and this is the Weekly Price Change Summary from your ISP. In this column, you have the Oracle on-hand quantity, or Q, and in this column, you have the store on-hand quantity, or I. The Q and the I are what we're going to be looking at. In instances where your Q and your I are different. So in this example, you can see I have Maverick Gold Box 100s. Here, the I from my ISP is listed as 14. The Q is listed as 13. So, we need to correct this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say that my I and my Q don't match. I'm going to write the correct store quantity from this report on this line here. So I wrote 14. I'm then going to extend that and figure out what the price change, what the retail I'm adding or subtracting from my store is. So I multiplied the 14 by 12 cents, and I got $1.68. I'm then going to write down the correction between my original price, which is $1.56, and my new corrected extended price change, which is $1.68. The difference between the two is 12 cents. So I write that on that line. Then I add up all of my corrections from the WPC, and I carry it. And since this is the only correction I'm making, I carry it all down. I then scan the entire WPC over to number 3, and I put the WPC in my Profit Finder under the correct tab. Add the corrections to the invoice summary for the day the corrections are made, and then watch on the DMRs under Adjustments to see that the corrections be listed properly. Now, I want to take a minute to very quickly go over the I and the Q. I don't have a slide for this, but I'm just going to talk about it. The I is your in-store quantity. This is what is tracked on your ISP daily. It updates every 15 minutes, and it is affected by inventory in and out of the store through electronic check-in and sales, along with write-offs and cycle count. Your Q is your Oracle quantity on hand. This is financially relevant, whereas the I is not financially relevant. The Q is not updated by cycle counts, and it's very important you understand that. The Q is your financial balance on hand. The I is your store balance on hand. These two numbers will not always match up. If you have a theft and you cycle count the product afterwards, the Q will not know that. It will only know when you receive product, when you write it off, or when you sell it. Those are the only 3 daily activities that affect your queue. The only time your queue gets updated outside of those is when you have an inventory audit. Remember that with the in-store cycle counts that Regis is currently performing, those are not audits. Those will not update your queue. Only an official audit conducted by 7-Eleven through their partnering service will update your queue. The Q is financially relevant. The I is for inventory ordering. And if you're a 7NOW store, then it's also important to have an accurate I. Okay? I very heavily want to stress that. Your I is not financially relevant. Your Q is. Alright. I think that's all I got for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have a comment, a question, anything like that, leave it below. I try to respond as quickly as I can. Please check out my other ASI2 related videos. And thank you very much for watching.